At the NASA Coliseum on Monday night, the New York Islanders left the ice triumphant in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final, needing one more victory to capture the Stanley Cup. And that chance for the Islanders comes tonight at the Philadelphia Spectrum, which will be its usual noisy place, across the street from Veterans Stadium, which may be quiet for some time if the baseball players go on strike. The Philadelphia Flyers finished first and had a record-breaking unbeaten streak, but never experienced the one game that they absolutely had to win. Tonight, that is the case, and there is work to be done on both sides right up to game time.
Yeah, you don't have to tell the announcers. You think they'll know? Sure. Okay, doing it.
The aim of the New York Islanders tonight is to have their name etched on the Stanley Cup for the first time ever. During the game, the cup will obviously be located elsewhere in the Philadelphia Spectrum, but following the game, the Islanders are hoping it is right back here in their dressing room for formal presentation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dave Hodge. Welcome to game number 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, again seen on Hockey Night in Canada, the Hughes Television Network, and the USA Cable Network. The Islanders have been itchy for a close-up look at the Stanley Cup since winning game number 4 on Monday. 2 full days off may not serve them well. The Philadelphia Flyers, on the other hand, have injuries to try to get better, and they need some time to try to regroup their forces and look at the possibility of winning 3 games in a row. Can the Flyers do that? Well, they went 35 in the regular season without a loss, so yes, they are capable of doing that. With more on tonight's game, let us join the man who will be starting the play-by-play call for tonight's game, Dan Kelly.
This is Billy Smith's locker. He's a man who's won most of his publicity in the playoffs from the way he keeps his goal crease area clear. However, he's got 14 wins, more than any other goaltender in Stanley Cup playoff history. It is a big factor and a big candidate for the Conn Smythe Trophy. I'm Jim Robson. This is the stick and the sweater of Brian Trucci. 23 years of age. He's already won a Hart Trophy, a scoring title. Tonight, maybe his name will go on a Stanley Cup.
I'm Dick Irvin, the young man who wears this sweater. Denny Potvin played in only 31 games this past season, and a lot of people spent a lot of time saying, what's wrong with the New York Islanders? But here they are, 60 minutes away from a possible Stanley Cup victory. It's been a different season and now a different playoff situation for the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's go to the Flyers dressing room. Here is Gary Dornhofer.
I'm in the Flyer dressing room, and this is a place I used to sit for 11 years, and I was in this position, just like the Flyers are now, on the brink of elimination. And you know, you look back and it is a real time of soul searching. Every individual has to ask himself, what can I do tonight to help us win this hockey game? You look around the room, DuPont, McLeish, Holmgren, Leach, all guys that have been here before. They have to be leaders, but everybody else also has to be a leader out there. They have to go out on that ice and make things happen. Don't let the Islanders take the play to them, but go after them, and you'd be surprised what'll happen. You know, there's a slogan that reads in the Flyer dressing room. It is not possible to win high-level success without meeting opposition, hardship, and setbacks. But it is possible to use setbacks to propel you forward. And I think this certainly applies to the Flyers tonight. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, but I'll tell you one thing. They'll probably come up with the best effort so far in the playoffs. Our Stanley Cup playoff coverage will return in just a moment.
The familiar cry, let's go Flyers.